Yeah, the internet took a post that went on Facebook. But mind you, my Facebook is solely of people from my city, from my hometown, not the whole entire world. So, of course, when you go to sleep and wake up after a concert and people are calling you out of your name and harassing you, spamming your inbox and everything else, of course, you're going to be frustrated and you're going to react just like any normal person would. How something that I experienced. It wasn't your experience. It was never my intention to go up there and ruin anybody's experience or anything like that. But all these news articles and everything else are taking my words and just flipping them all around. That Facebook post was solely for my local people, not the whole entire world. If you look at my social media accounts before all of that, I'm on social media every now and again. I'm not a person who involves myself in the drama and be on there just active every day, making a post, spamming and arguing with people. That's not my character. I mind my business. I take care of my kid and go on about my way. And then people are going as far as finding a maternity photo from almost 4 or 5 years ago and use that. Y'all are running with whatever narrative that y'all want to. How are y'all gonna say that somebody's in a relationship or whatever? You see no other photos after of another person after those maternity photos. It's and but to say that I'm a mean girl and my attitude is nasty and my attitude sucks, people like me before I spoke. Of course, after you've let it build up and people are spamming your phone over and over again, blemishing your image and assassinating your character like you're just this person that's always with a nasty attitude. It's not a lot of people that know me personally. You can know of someone. Absolutely. A lot of people know of me. They've never been able to be in my circle or know me personally, has been a friend of mine. This has been blown way out of proportion. Nobody thought that it would be all of this. I'm not dragging anything. I'm addressing what's being constantly sent to my phone, what's popping up on my social media accounts. People came under my personal photos on Instagram and started commenting, saying mean things, bashing me, calling me out of my name. That's not okay. And you think that I'm not going to say anything, or I'm not supposed to feel away when somebody is saying degrading things towards me because of an experience that I got to have? How can somebody judge me about my experience? If it was them and what they would have done, that's fine. Everybody can have their own opinion or what they would have done or whatever else. But was it y'all's opportunity? Did y'all have the opportunity right then and there to do so? People going on social media taking screenshots of me and my child and everything, that's ridiculous. And the news articles, the Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, TMZ, they're going to take it and try and flip it however they see fit. Of course, because they want a story. They want to keep going. What is Usher and Chris Brown doing right now? Going on with their life. What am I doing right now at home? Going on with my life. How can somebody be mad about my experience and what I chose to do? Everybody is allowed to have an opinion, and I wasn't there to ruin anything for others, but I paid my money to be there just like everybody else did. So how can somebody tell me, no, you wasn't supposed to do that, you should have gave somebody else the opportunity or whatever? I can have the same opportunity that they have. You can't say drop it or whatever else if it's still being brought to my attention. People are going on and on, calling me out of my name. And the responses from my family, I don't have any control over that. I can't sit and tell other grown people what to say back. If they're saying back and making posts or whatever else, I'm my own person. I represent myself and my child. That's it. That's all. I don't have anything else to do with anybody else. If they're coming for them and they're responding, then that's what they choose to do. But those are people that actually know me in real life. So, of course, they're going to want to defend me if they know that what's being said about me isn't true. Either way it went, if I would have laid back and opened my legs or whatever else, it still was going to be something that somebody would have said, oh, well, she wasn't good enough to be up there. Oh, she shouldn't have did that. Or the reaction that I had. Either way it go, the internet is still going to flip and flop it and make it look however they want to. If it doesn't fit how they wanted things to go, then it's not right. But y'all coming up with this narrative of, oh, she's married, oh, she's in a relationship, she got a man, thank you. It doesn't matter. Nobody, if I wanted to have that experience, getting on the big screen and going up there with Usher is not something that just, oh, I'm going to wake up one day and, ooh, let's do this. It doesn't work that way. That's not something that's going to happen very often. That's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Why do I have to give up my own experience for somebody else? Why am I not allowed to experience anything? Or getting to be face-to-face with Usher, or getting to be in front of thousands of people? Why am I not allowed to have an experience? No, it didn't go the way that it always does on stage at every show. And it's most of the fake pages or the one, let me not. But y'all not gonna paint me as a mean girl or a bad person. Like no. Y'all took a post that was directly on Facebook and that was made out of frustration. I can be frustrated when people are spamming me in my city, calling me everything under the sun, and expect me not to react. It doesn't work that way. I mind my business and that's it. I know how to carry myself. I have an image that I uphold for myself, not for others. What everybody else is saying doesn't pertain to me, because nobody pays my bills but me. Nobody takes care of my child but me. So I don't have to please others or feel like I need to be doing a certain thing just because that's what other people wanted. When you get the opportunity to go on stage, cool, do what you need to do and what you see fit. But it wasn't your opportunity and it wasn't your experience to have right at that moment. It was mine. So why are people mad that people literally walked behind us, harassing us when we left the Nissan Stadium, cursing at me, calling me names over something that they didn't get to experience physically on stage themselves? I love that I can block people as I see comments. Because it's not fair. Like, why do y'all get to call me out of my name because I got on stage? How does that work? I'm a grown woman with a real life. A real kid. Usher and Chris finna go and do the exact same thing what, in a day or so, to whatever day that they have another concert. Y'all will literally degrade someone because something doesn't fit y'all's narrative. I don't live for other people. I live for myself. I do what I want to do. I do what I see fit for myself, because at the end of the day, I don't know y'all, and y'all don't know me. But y'all are not going to make me out to be a bad person, or she has a nasty attitude. Yes, if you come for me and you're stepping on my toes, I'm going to come for you, because nobody is just going to bully me and expect me not to say anything. How is that fair? That's not fair. In my Instagram post, it specifically says chat folks, because people in my hometown are haters. They're not used to anything. If it doesn't fit what they want, it just ain't gonna work. You're gonna hear about it. I've never been a person on social media. I don't get involved with anything or that goes on in the city. But now all of a sudden, since I was on stage with Usher, it gives them the green light to finally have an opinion on something. It's not fair. Thank y'all. I'm from Tennessee. I'm sure y'all can tell. Yes, social media now. But prior to this, I wasn't a person that was on social media. If you look at the dates that's on my photos, you can see that I go months and months and months without posting. I love that I can block people as it go, because yes, mad for no reason. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy that people are mad at me because of something that I experienced. Y'all can sit behind a phone and call people names and out of their name because of a concert. That's crazy. Following people out of a concert while they're trying to walk to a car, that's dangerous. That's putting my safety at risk. You're so angry and you're so mad that you decided to follow someone cursing loudly. How is that okay? Why does my safety have to be at risk because y'all are mad about a concert? Something that's over with and done for. Because right after that, I went right back to where I was and finished the concert. But then as soon as I leave out of the concert, it's negativity and I'm being followed. That's not safe. Why does my safety have to be in jeopardy because y'all are mad or y'all feel away for some odd reason? Because if the roles were reversed, would you be okay with your safety being at risk or compromised because somebody's mad that you were on stage with a person? Would it be okay if I talk crazy to you or call you out your name because what you did on stage didn't fit what I wanted to see? Because that's all it is at the end of the day. It didn't fit what y'all wanted to see or what y'all thought should have happened. Y'all can't tell anybody what to do in the moment when they're on stage. And again, like I said, if I'm paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars to go see a concert, I don't want things to be ruined. I want them to be organic. So why would I want to get on social media and do my research and look at all the facts on how the concert is going to go, who's coming up here, who's performing first? I don't want to know everything down to the T, because how is that going to be an experience for me? I've seen it all over social media. What do I need to go and see it for? Why would I go to a tour and to a show if I've already basically seen it all over TikTok, the whole rundown, all the videos? And of course I'm going to get on stage because that's what I wanted to do. How is anybody else entitled to feel a way about something that I personally wanted to do? Yes, it's like getting mad at somebody for not wanting Chick-fil-A sauce. Yes, because how are you mad about something I did? Hey, Ray. But y'all taking the narrative that I'm with. Y'all took a photo from freaking 4 years ago while I'm pregnant. That's crazy. Y'all took it and ran with it. I've seen so many different narratives. Even the Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, TMZ. They're trying to, yes, I am more of a Chris Brown fan than I am Usher. And it's nothing against Usher. No, nothing. But when I say I wanted Chris and Chris only, that's who I was there for. I didn't get to go to the tour beforehand, the one from last time. So I went there to see Chris Brown perform. Did I go there with the intentions of me getting on stage? No, because once again, that's a once in a lifetime thing. So why would I turn that down? If the opportunity presents itself, why not take it? People are allowed to have a certain experience and it not always go how everybody else see fit. And no one is picking and choosing who you can see, because I knew that it was a concert for both. I know both their music. So it was fine. That's why I bought the tickets. But I'm telling you, I'm more of a Chris fan than I am Usher. Same way somebody can be more of a Usher fan than Chris. How does it make it any different? Yes, it's the internet. People gonna always have their own opinion and go with whatever they think is best, whatever they see fit. It's no winning, regardless. Yes, people really think I'm married. Like, do y'all know something that I don't? Me being married is insane. I'm not on here trying to give no whole explanation. I just don't want people thinking that I'm a mean girl and that I'm just stuck up or whatever, because I'm genuinely not like that. I'm trying to put a voice and a face behind everything that's going on, because that's never been my character, and that's not who I am as a person. People have called me everything under the sun with threats like no other, which is crazy. I didn't have a certain expectation, but I didn't expect for me to be getting threats at the capacity that I did about an experience that I had. And people are making videos on the side using it, and people are in the comments. Of course, you're going to be responding out of anger and frustration, as well as your family. If your family know that your family knows that you're being attacked and they're attacking your character, and they know you personally, and it's not right what they're saying. Of course, they're going to be frustrated. Of course, I'm going to be frustrated, because why are you coming on my personal thing? You can make your own videos on your own social sites or whatever. That's fine. But coming onto my own photos is crazy. You're threatening my life because of a concert. Threatening my life over social media about a concert. Cursing, calling me out of my name, people following me. Like, it's ridiculous. Why would you follow me while I'm walking to a car to leave? Everything was already blocked off, so we're having to walk a good ways. Yes, all of this. They have this stereotype about light-skinned people. Not all light-skinned people are the same. I don't even go on the shade room, and when the same thing that they're doing to me, I don't do that. I don't get on social media. I get on social media to scroll. I don't comment things if it's no point in that. I don't see the reasoning behind that. If you got the opportunity to be on stage, you would have took it. Of course. Who wouldn't? Why not? But you're not going to sit right here and make it seem like I'm this terrible person and whatever else. That was the main thing that they said. Oh, well, you feel like you're better than everybody and your attitude is nasty. My attitude isn't nasty. I'm in defense mode because people are threatening my life. People are saying things to me that's outlandish, that's uncalled for. It's never that serious to go that far about a concert. Yes, any girl that would have got the opportunity to go on stage would have. There's no way that they're telling me that they wouldn't. Because that's not something that's just going to happen every day. You don't wake up and say, ooh, I'm going to go on stage today. Or, ooh, I'm going to this concert. I might be going on stage. No. It is how I wrote it on Facebook, but it's all out of frustration and anger, because when you wake up and people are sending you threats and saying things to you, which is why in the Facebook post it was directed towards the people in my city, because how can the people in my city hate me so much, but they don't know me enough to have an opinion? And it's grown men on here who is going so hard, like so hard. So hard. The men on here are going so hard. Why are you mad at what happened to another man? Yes, cousin. As soon as I said something and I'm responding, defending myself, now I'm the bad guy and everything else. But when they were just calling me every name in the book, it wasn't no problem. It can be justified. It's grown men on here talking so crazy. Another grown man mad at a reaction at something that happened to another grown man. Why? Yeah, of course. TMZ, they're gonna post the negative light, and the shade room, they're gonna see the bad in it. Hollywood Unlocked, people are DJ Academics, they're on there saying whatever. Of course, they know people gonna be in the comments and have their opinion. Okay, but I'm not that person. You're not gonna blemish my image and make me the bad guy for defending myself. Anybody's gonna be mad and pissed off that they're getting all this backlash. People are talking about me being mixed and a half breed and all this. Like, y'all don't get to talk crazy to me and expect me not to respond. It doesn't work that way, because if y'all were in my shoes, y'all would be defending yourselves too. And it's okay for somebody to want to be at a concert for somebody else more than the other. Everybody wasn't there for Chris, and everybody wasn't there for Usher. And that's okay. We went there to see them perform. That's fine. Why do I have to have a preference? Why does somebody else have to have a preference? Why do I get to be called out of my name, but then I don't get to call somebody else out of their name when they're talking crazy to me? Now I'm the bad guy and I'm stuck up and my attitude nasty. But was your attitude nasty, and were you stuck up when you called me every name in the book and tried to assassinate my character? Yeah, how can you know me from social media and that's it? It's a 1 minute clip going around and y'all judge me to know not one. Quickly. I don't have to decline anything though. I didn't have to decline it. It was a once in a lifetime experience. Exactly. It's the internet. You're gonna die. Exactly. Because you can't please people regardless of anything. Yes, they took it very deeply. That threatening my life and more. Is went crazy. Yeah, and then people saying I'm not humble or whatever the case may be. I don't get on social media popping it, flashing anything. I don't post where I live, no nothing. People judged me and said I was stuck up with a nasty attitude and I'm not humble. How did you come to that conclusion? How did we get here to I'm gonna have to end the live and start it back. Hold on. Oh, you can hear me now? Okay. Somebody called me. Yeah, somebody called me. But they don't, yeah, y'all don't get to be mean to me, and then when I'm mean back, then what? I'm not supposed to do that? The people in my city are allowed to be mean to me and call me out my name, but then when I call them out their name back, oh, now I'm a mean girl and she's stuck up in her attitude nasty? No, what about your attitude? Yes. There, yes, they got that narrative from me having a nasty attitude from how I responded. Of course, I'm gonna respond that way. If I've already been having multiple thousands of threats, actually, this is worldwide. So just imagine how many people have been sending me threats and talking crazy to me and bashing me and screenshotting photos of me and my child. That's not okay. You don't get to post pictures of me and my kid saying nasty things and what? And expect me not to say anything? I'm definitely blocking somebody when I get quiet. Yes, threats. Threats is went that far. Threats. Threatening my life. Yes, that far. People are too consumed with the internet. Why are people so consumed with... Do people not have real lives? You're consumed with the internet and Usher and his concert and his tour. What about, do you have a ticket to his concerts? But I'm gonna get off of here because that's all I need to say. I don't want. I wanted a voice and a face behind it all. I'm not a person that is a mean girl, and no. I don't have a nasty attitude. I'm not stuck up. I'm more than humble. But y'all went with the narrative or whatever y'all seen from a 1 minute video in my response on Facebook out of frustration. That post was made directly after I woke up, after the day after the concert. So my phone is spammed with things. My whole city went crazy. They were on my neck and on my head about nothing. Majority of the people, I can count on two hands how many people from my city went to the concert. Why are you mad about an experience that you didn't even get to have? That you didn't even pay to go and see?
Gabriel Cheyenne goes live to clear the air. Gabriel Cheyenne is setting the record straight after fans begin asking why she didn't dance with Usher during his concert. Gabriel went live to address the rumors and share her side of the story. She clarified what really happened and answered questions from viewers, hoping to clear up the speculations once and for all. Her life quickly caught fans' attention, with many praising her for speaking directly about the situation. What do you think about Gabriel's explanation? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications for more celebrity news and trending updates on Clara TV.